I am so frustrated with the expedite process. What is the best way to expedite my case, and why can't we get relief? Denise.
So basically, because of the backlog and COVID, a lot of the staff at the embassies are trying, and the consulates are trying their best to review the expedite requests and work, of course, approving them. But there's so many requests right now that it's impossible for them to be able to schedule the expedited appointments. So basically, you have to submit it, make an effort, try. If they deny it, refile, submit it again until they schedule the appointment. But unfortunately, you have to try to understand that there's so many expedite requests right now because there was a backlog to begin with last year when the embassies and consulates were closed, and they've reopened, and they're trying to work through all the immigrant visa requests. It's not just for nurses, it's also for other professions. So the number of immigrant visas that are being requested have increased. And so they offered the expedite to help alleviate the issue, but there's still so many requests that you just have to go through the process and continue trying. And we know you're frustrated. We are frustrated as well. I'm sure they're frustrated also, but their operations can't hire more people that easily, that quickly, and have the employees working until 2:00 in the morning or 3 in the morning. It's impossible to add more staff, but they're trying their best to expedite. So continue trying, continue submitting it, even if they deny it.
Okay, so you heard that from Denise. Continue trying. We know this is frustrating. It's frustrating for everybody. And I wonder if anybody on the panel can just clarify, because we get a lot of questions where nurses will say, is it better for me to expedite my case myself? Is it better for the lawyer to expedite it? Is it better to get a letter from my employer, the hospital or nursing home that sponsored me? Can anybody on the panel maybe answer that question and say, what is the best route to take in terms of expedite?
Well, whether it's the applicant, I am sorry for interrupting you.
No, you're fine. I personally haven't seen any difference between those three routes, and maybe another person on the panel has, but I generally try every route possible. But a lot of times people contact me because they're waiting, they're stuck at the consulate, haven't got an interview. And just because you put an attorney on there doesn't mean they're instantly going to care and put you at the front of the line, right? So I think that you try every avenue you can, but I haven't seen personally in my professional experience any difference no matter the route, but we try every route.
Okay. Anshu, I think do you have something to add to that?
Yes. So, I think the one thing that we've kind of just been learning in the last month or so is sometimes when more than one expedite request is put in, they tend to they could put your case like at the back of the line. So it's best to just maybe have the, like Jennifer was saying, like use all avenues, but try to maybe just keep in loop your attorney, your recruiter, and just to let them know if you are going to put in the request. I mean, the preference for me always with my clients is for the attorney to put in the request, just so we can monitor it. And interestingly enough, we noticed that our clients have been getting the expedite approvals, and the embassy is actually not even responding to us. And so sometimes the recruiter and the employer will get the expedite request, even though, the expedite approval, even though we've requested it. So, just I think the main thing kind of takeaway is just to make sure everyone is looped in. All parties are looped in.
Okay.
And to add to that, Tanya, I'm sorry, just make sure that you include a letter from the employer. Whoever submits it, you must include a letter from the employer confirming the need. It has to have your case number, your name, your date of birth, the employer's name. Make sure that you have that letter, because if you request an expedite without it, it will definitely be denied.
Okay. So include the letter, keep everybody in the loop, as Anshu said, and as the whole panel has said, just keep trying. We know that it's frustrating for everyone. And there's a lot of misinformation and rumor about this expedite process where some nurses will think, oh, well, this particular lawyer is getting better results, this particular employer is getting results, this particular agency is getting results. What would your answer be to that? Do you think that that's the case?
No,
No,
absolutely not.
Exactly.
Absolutely not.
Yeah. So
I think the State Department is just more or less randomly choosing which cases are going to get expedited. So
Yeah.
there is no rhyme or reason to this.
Right. That doesn't seem to be any pattern. I think it's totally random. Like Anshu was saying, I mean, I haven't seen any particular person for any reason why I think their case would be any stronger. It just seems totally random.
Yeah. And that's where I'm so grateful to the ḻ𝗲𝗄𝗻 admin team for giving us this opportunity, because sometimes when these things happen, and we've seen these things happen over the years, where there's some kind of a hiccup and all kinds of misinformation and rumor starts where people will say, oh, well, you have to go through this lawyer will get it done, or this agency, or this employer. And that, as you can hear from the legal expert panel, is not correct. This is a random process, and hopefully it's going to improve in time.